football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Chiefs and the Niners, and it's all up next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs taking on the NFC champions, the San Francisco 49ers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we don't like to throw around the word dynasty loosely, but for the Chiefs, it applies. I mean, they're looking for their third title now in 5 years.
And with the way this league is configured now, it absolutely applies. I think you're totally on target. Remember, they lost a Super Bowl in there too. So to be back for the fourth time in 5 years in today's NFL, that's pretty incredible.
Meanwhile, for the 49ers, they were one of the heavy favorites to win the NFC, and they were able to get it done, and now they look for that elusive 6th Super Bowl title.
Remember, after going 5-0 in their first 5 appearances here, they've lost 2 straight. Super Bowl 47 to the Ravens in New Orleans and Super Bowl 54 to Kansas City in Miami. They'd love to start another streak like they had in the 80s when they won 4 Super Bowl titles.
The 2023 season has 1 game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Leading them out, someone who took the league by storm last year is the most famous Mr. Irrelevant ever. From Iowa State, it's Brock Purdy.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. And we harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Opening quarter, his opening carry of the game, and I think they'll give it to him a few more times, as they should.
You're exactly right about that. With that type of a run, you want to repeat it many times until they show signs of stopping it. I think he did his visualization exercises before this one, and they're paying off.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Jennings. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big play there on the catch and run. 37 yards.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Purdy from the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now with Purdy. Looking left side, he's got a man. That's Jennings. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Purdy will look to throw again here. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Touchdown 49ers! Christian McCaffrey, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, that has to feel great for the entire organization.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
Let's have some fun. Let's get something going now.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Rice. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. The first drive here and the first time that we've called a big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers are getting involved as this game goes on.
Mahomes now on first down. No hesitations, they'll go right back to Kelsey. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
A run by Pacheco on 2nd down. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free.
That one's incomplete.
Second and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. Touchdown! Rashee Rice from 19 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as a wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards for number 11.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hold.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-all is the score. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, welcome back to the date on the calendar we circle every year, Super Bowl Sunday. Brandon Gaud and Charles Davis here with you as we get set to begin quarter two.
We'll call that a clock of 48 yards officially, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Kansas City taking the field for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie, and they start 1st and 10. On 1st down, it's Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. 28 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead.
Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
Now Moody for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync. And the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Here's Pacheco once again. And he'll take this to the 32, a gain of about 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mahomes will try again on second down. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Mahomes escapes the sack. And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mahomes now to throw. That one caught by Rice. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver, that makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's caught left side by the tight end Ray. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Watson from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from evening this one up. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was the super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Now Purdy. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Back to throw, Purdy. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Purdy.
Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line.
Purdy sets up to throw again. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's got his target. That's complete.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Here's Purdy.
And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
2nd down, here's Purdy to throw. They'll get this into the hands of Ayuk.
Even with the good footwork, he'll be stopped just inside the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
3rd down, here's McCaffrey. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
So Purdy off and Moody on for the 49er field goal.
This will be from 49 yards out. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we've come upon halftime in the big one, the Super Bowl. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a fine performance in the first half from the former Mr. Irrelevant, Brock Purdy. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Mahomes' throw caught by Tony. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. It looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up the first down.
The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. That ball caught. It's Rice. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 26. A gain there of 21 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Mahomes now on first down. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Now it's Mahomes again. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal.
That's a great job of tackling right there. If he could have made the first man miss, maybe he could have taken it into the end zone. Instead, they stopped him pretty well right in his tracks, and you often see that in the red zone. Offense has to be quick. In this case, the defense was quicker.
And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Now this time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Purdy now to throw. It's caught by Jennings. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd 2nd and 6. Purdy bootlegging it. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Purdy looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. Look at the big man rumble. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare. We only had 5 of those in the first 50 Super Bowls.
The biggest stage, the biggest game, and we just saw it happen again. Extraordinary.
The defense has been good, and they were good again there. Butker on for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. Butker now to kick this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. And we're at the time of this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught by Werner, the tight end. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Purdy. That's caught out right by Jennings.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
That's not good enough, man.
Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
About the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Samuel. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
2nd down and 3. McCaffrey running up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Purdy off the play fake. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Complete to the tight end, Kittle, over the middle of the field. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Now Purdy. That's caught by Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, San Francisco.
A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the 49ers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to...
And this is going to be intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. But that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And the tension ratcheting up all around. A 1-score game. 4th quarter of the Super Bowl. This is what you folks came for. Every play with the potential to win or lose a title as they look to drain some time off this clock.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Over the middle, that's hauled in by Tony.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he's got it down to the 28. Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll swing this out to Tony. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. They'll run with Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. City. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of this Super quarter of this Super Bowl.
Sometimes offensive can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So Purdy and the Niners down by 12. 1:45 to play. They've come so far this year, but they need 2 quick scores late in this Super Bowl. Purdy to throw. That's complete out left to Ayuk. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
Here's Purdy to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Purdy to throw. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Throwing, Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Here we go. This is fourth down. Here's Purdy. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl.
So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout.
I don't know why we did it, but we went to their final walkthrough for some reason. And what did we see? Their last play in walkthrough was taking a knee and celebrating winning a Super Bowl. They wanted that visualization. They did it for real.
Yeah, they just scripted it out. Defense can't stop the clock, and they can watch the final seconds tick.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.